Konnichiwa, MeetoWorld, Sake 101 des.
Don't forget the des.
Yo! What's up, Marty?
Good.
How you doing, Kyle?
I'm great.
I'm Doc Rock.
I'm Marie Mulan.
I'm Kyle.
And Kylie Poo.
Kylie
Poo on the Twitter. Anyway, today we are doing a very special show. We're doing Chiyomusubi Tokubetsu Junmai. And Tokubetsu means?
Special.
Special. You know what the special occasion is?
My birthday.
Your birthday is not now. Jerk. Your birthday is in October. Thought I forgot, huh? Smart. Actually, because we decided to bring Kyle today because she started her new blog, so we're going to christen your blog by getting drunk. Tasting sake.
Thank you.
Yes. What's the name of your blog?
Eats and Adventures.
Why Eats and Adventures?
Because I like to eat and I like to go out and have adventures.
Well, if you eat and have sake at the same time, adventures do ensue. So that's why we're drinking Chiyomusubi Tokubetsu Junmai. Now, this sake comes from the Chiyomusubi Shuzoten, or basically Chiyomusubi Brewery, and it's from where?
Tottori.
You know about Tottori, desho?
Hi.
Doshite. Which is
Doshite.
why? Why?
It's my neighbor.
There you go. Marie is from Hiroshima, and
Hi.
Tottori is choto ue, desho?
Hi. It's Hiroshima. Next to it is Okayama. And in between Hiroshima and Okayama is Tottori.
Tottori. Tottori は意味は何ですか? She has no freaking clue.
Catch bird.
Catch a bird? Okay, I can show you catch a bird. Hey, do we have the blur effect over? That's
No,
catch
the
a bird.
kanji says the bird and catch.
Okay,
So.
catch a bird. Remind me to blur that out, or not. Anyway, so the rice type on this guy, when we do sake, we like to know what the rice type is. And what that does for you is it helps you select, a lot of times you can select a flavor when you're at the store. Where do we buy sake?
The sake shop.
Think our sponsor is the sake shop. Instant commercial. Anyway, when you buy sake, if you know the rice types, after a while, just like a wine, you kind of know what you're getting just by looking at the rice type. So this one happens to be one of my favorite rice types. I just can't pronounce it, but I'll try anyway. It's Go Hyaku Mangoku.
はい。よくできました。
発音ちょっと完璧でしょう。Go Hyaku Mangoku means go 5, Hyaku 100. Mangoku is 1,800 liters. So the type of rice was supposed to yield 1,800 liters of rice. Go Hyaku Mangoku. Mangoku is a measurement for rice. Now you know. Smart. Okay, anyway. The same live boil on this guy, or rice polishing, is 55%, and the alcohol content, what?
15 to 16.
I hate when they do that. Well, they're not accurate. So that means that it does fluctuate for whatever reason, 15 to 16. Normally 14 is about right. This is a little stronger than normal, but not too much. Sake meter value is 3.0. And since we're teaching Kyle, sake meter value is a number that specifies karakuchi to amakuchi. So I was going to say spicy. It's dry to sweet. And then 0 is in the middle. So plus 10, negative 10. And normally, the closer you get to the 10, the more dry or more sweet. The only bad part about that measurement is done by a machine, not a tongue. Because some sake will lie. I've seen a plus 7 that's so sweet but so elegant and like, ooh. Anyway, so it's a guide, but don't listen to it. Just drink. Right? Ne? Anata no osusume wa desho?
My osusume?
What number you like?
3.
3?
No,
3, 2, 1. Actually, Marie's favorite sakes range between -10, -9, -8, -7, 6, 7, 5, 4, 0, +1, +2, +3, +4, +5, 6, 9, 10. So she drinks everything. Don't listen to her. I prefer around the 3. I'm just saying. She drink anything. She lies. Liar. How do you say liar in Japanese?
거짓말.
It's otsutsuki.
Usotsuki.
I mean, what did I just say? Uso, zettai uso. Usotsuki. So, anyway, we get weird. You have to excuse us. And where we at? We're on acidity now. The acidity is 1.5. Means jack crap. Just drink. But it's a good number to know because eventually you'll understand the bite sort of complex according to the acidity. And Chiyomusubi is bound forever because musubimasu is to tie something up. Ne? Daisuki desho.
Musubu?
I'm teasing. That's a different show. That's probably not rated G. Okay, let's crack them open. I like these caps, but they can be dangerous. So let's move that out the way. And we give it a little pour. Love that sound. Now, normally,
It's very yellow.
It's very yellow. I'm going to show you guys the correct way to fill a sake glass inside the masu.
You want me to?
You go like this. And to show respect for your guests, you do that. Yeah, I love doing that. So you overfill it. It's to show abundance. Okay. And then I'll use a little tasting cup. Then I'm going to give you a little bit in there, masu too, Mari-chan. So that way we can taste the difference between masu or not masu. Okay, Kyle, we've had this discussion 1,000 times as to why we use a masu, but I won't explain it today. I'll explain it to you later.
All right.
But it's an old samurai trick.
Are we
Okay.
gonna give it to the audience?
Oh yeah, the audience. I don't really like those guys. Ooh, I just made a spill. Shut up, director.
They call that party foul.
Okay, see, I can pour with one hand since I'm the oldest. Normally, if you guys are younger, you got to use 2 hands, just so you know this. Okay, first thing we do is smell it. You can pick up the whole box so you don't spill it on yourself.
You're really generous.
I don't know, we said we were going to get you drunk on
Thank
your
you.
first sake show.
Thank you.
Smells dry.
It does smell kind of dry. Then again, the dry word you're looking for is karakuchi. If you remember the old Kirin Ichiban commercials, they used to be karakuchi. So that's how you can remember that word.
Asahi でしょ?
Is it Asahi? Oh, sorry, it was Asahi. Semimasen.
Super dry.
Super dry. I get the dry smell. I don't really smell the rice or yeast this time.
I smell aoringo. Like green
like green apple. It does kind of smell like green apple. Can you smell?
I do smell apple, but maybe it's the power of suggestion.
Okay, what
I
is
smell
it?
yeast too, though.
You're supposed to smell yeast. It's made out of yeast, water, and rice. I'm just teasing. Not all of them smell like yeast. That depends on the style of how they make it, or as to whether the yeast smell will come out. But it does have a nice little yeast smell to it. I like it. You ready? Kanpai.
Bye.
Okay, you gotta kanpai. You gotta look in the eye
my
when you
gosh.
toast. Gotta look in the eye when you toast.
Kanpai. I don't want to spill any of this.
Kanpai.
You're not gonna spill. That's what the masu is for.
Kanpai.
Kanpai. Minasan kanpai. You don't want to drink, Officer Philip?
Oh wow, this is super easy to drink. It's very smooth.
Wow.
This is dangerous.
Yeah.
What do you
Very
think?
good.
It's really light. Like it goes in and it washes over the whole mouth. The flavor sticks for just a split second and it's gone. So it's really light on the entry. Not as bitey as I would think, considering it had a 1.5 acid. It's a lot smoother than that. It's light. It's almost water light, which is never a good thing because you can just drink too much of it. I got to retaste. The first initial note that I get is slightly sweet, slightly bitter. Chotto, なんだこ
ちょっと甘いけどちょっと苦味も。
苦味もあるでしょ? So that little bit, it's like a bittersweet chocolate almost. It's you get the sweetness, but it's really faint, but the bitterness comes in, but it's not the kind of bitter that gives you the Keystone bitter beer face. It's not that bitter. It's really smooth. It goes over nice and easy, like I said. The flavor, though, I'm having a hard time pinpointing an exact flavor. It kind of reminds me of maybe honeydew melon.
A little bit of honey.
It does taste like honey. What's honey called?
Hachimitsu.
Hachimitsu. There you go. Yeah, it kind of tastes like honey. I get a slight melon flavor. It's sweet, but not too sweet. And that's what makes sake good. Some of the ones that are too sweet, I just can't take it. It's like way too sweet. This one is very good. What kind of flavors do you get?
I think for me, it's very sweet.
It's very sweet?
I mean, it is easy to drink, but...
That's because you're a professional drunk, though, right?
No, I'm not a professional. I just practice a lot.
Hey, practice makes perfect. But do you like wine?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you get, the wine kind of flavors out of it, or something different?
Definitely a lot lighter than wine, but I don't drink very many white wines. But if I do drink wine, it's red and very dry. So I guess that's why.
It's white in color, but it doesn't taste like a white wine to me. If I had to give it a wine flavor, it tastes kind of like a.
I don't know, it's hard.
Yeah, it's not as hard, but it kind of tastes like a really dry Shiraz. A lot of the sake won't taste like white wine unless you go heavily sweet.
I'm gonna try.
No, give me that. Try drink it from the box. It changes the characteristic. You use a corner so you don't spill, and then try.
Oh wow.
That does taste a lot different.
Yes, so masu is traditionally a cedar box. You will get plastic masus or enamel porcelain masus. Those are not going to change the characteristics. But if you use a cedar box, and cedar is like Sugi. Your name is?
Sugiyama.
Yes, she's from a cedar mountain. So the cedar, actually, the fune that they use to drip sake in a sake brewery is normally in a cedar box. So cedar masu is the best way to drink it. And a lot of times when you have a real acidic or bitey sake, you run it through a cedar masu and it'll take some of the bite out and you get more of the forward flavors.
This really makes it dangerous. It takes all the bite out of it.
It takes all the...
It's like sweet water now.
Wait, I didn't understand what you said. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
Pretty much all the flavors gone. And a little bit of dryness.
The dryness comes through when you use a masu. I'm going to actually recommend that if you can get your hands on a masu, do and try it. The best thing about a masu like this is they're not very expensive. These run about $4 to $5. A lot of times, if you go to the sake shop or other sake shops that we don't go to because we only go to one, but you'll buy certain bottles, and as a premium, they'll give these away. We've had a couple of Toji give us some, and that's a brewmaster, as presents. But it's always good to have one on hand. And as you're going home, and I suggest you can practice by yourself. You don't need a whole team. You can just get a bottle and a masu, and you just run through it. Here's a funny story. A major reason why I selected to drink this today is I was given this as a birthday present. And that was almost 6 months ago. And you normally don't let sake kick around too long. So I didn't want it to get too old. So I said, let's drink it now before it gets into that year. So we picked that also as well. So again, this one is good. It's chilled. But I also see the flavor picking up a little bit when you hit the masu, because that will take the chill out right away. That wood's not going to hold the cold. So it has a different kind of texture and flavor when you drink from the wood. Sorry, couldn't resist it.
Would you like to finish this?
No, because I was just standing there watching you hold the wood.
It's all right, I'll finish it.
And one thing about drinking from the wood, make sure you don't get any splinters in your lips.
Ooh. After you drink from out of masu and drink from the glass, it's way sweeter.
Yeah, it is sweeter. I just did that. It picks up a lot more. If you go back to glass, you pick up a lot more sweetness. I'm going to say that you want to try this with grilled meat. Luckily, right before I drank this, I had some grilled chicken, so it definitely goes good. I want to say a grilled meat. I'm going to say, the ume dressing? If you make like a salad with ume dressing or even
like a daikon salad.
daikon salad, yes, with ume dressing. Also, your kind of pickled vegetables, something that will help kick with that bitterness. And if you're going to go with fish, like you want to try sashimi, I would probably go skate. Oh,
the bukkake udon. You know that.
Everything. she did not say bukkake and wood in the same show. That is actually what it's got. Bukkake negi udon is actually a very popular dish.
And ume on top.
Yes, this would be really good with that. One thing that I think I would love to really try this with is like a saba. You know, like a saba in the nigiri fashion, slight maybe ginger. You know, what you eat a piece of ginger, eat a little saba. And then drink that. Ginger in the sushi shop is called what? Gari. That's right. It's still ginger, but it's in sushi shops, things of the normal word has a different word because it's
more
special.
Like pickled ginger.
Yes. I'm pretty much liking that. Let's give it a thought. So let's go over the flavors again. Honey, yes, we got that. It's very easy to drink. It's really balanced. The sweetness is minor. The bitterness comes through a little bit. And I personally get a little bit of melon. Yeast not too strong, rice not too strong. Né? And then what do you say it tastes like?
I agree with the melon now. Now that it's in the box, it's very like light cantaloupe.
Have you ever seen a Hokkaido melon?
No.
It's a melon from a box. The actual square.
Really?
Delicious. They cost like $300 for one melon, but it's a square melon, and it's freaking good. Yeah, from Hokkaido. You never seen that one?
Seen it.
Oh yeah, they grow it. No,
that.
it does. She's not from Hokkaido.
Okay.
She's from
Close
Hiroshima. If she's from Hokkaido, she have a
seen
big
it.
round face because they're Ainu, which is like
Orange
kind of Russian
melon.
Eskimo. Orange
Sure.
melon. That's the
melon.
well.
From
The Hokkaido melons in general, they're crazy expensive. They range between $100 to $300, and they are extremely tokubetsu. They taste delicious. But there's one company, and I'll find the picture, and if I can find the picture, I'll stick it in the show. They grow it in the box, so when it starts to grow, they put a box around it, and it grows to fill the size of the box, and then it's perfect square melon. Yeah,
like square melon. They had like a star-shaped cucumber.
Yes, I actually have a picture on my blog of star-shaped cucumbers from Whole Foods in Hawaii because somebody made it. That is very good. That has nothing to do with sake, so let's get back to the damn show. Jesus Chrysler. Wait, sorry, I gotta taste this again. Okay, we gotta give it a score. Oh, did you want to tell him anything about Totori? Totori.
I don't really know Totori that much, but they have sabaku dessert. I mean, Totori. Well, it's not really dessert, but Totori sakyu. It looks like a dessert.
It's time to give this thing a score before we make this show any worse. Okay, Mari-chan, 0 to 5. What do you got?
I would say 4.5.
And what stole the last half for you? That's a long ass.
I don't know.
She doesn't know, but she says 4.5. Okay, 0 to 5. What you got?
I would say 4.
4. She has no freaking clue. She's new to this. I'm teasing you. I'm teasing.
Once I put it in the box, it just shot up.
That's what I said. Toby gives it a 5, mostly because he's hiding his face with his other hand. He can't handle these kind of bad jokes. I'm going to give it a 4.5 too, and the only reason why is I think I would like it if it was a little stronger. I think I could drink this whole bottle by myself without even a blink. And I'm willing to go ahead and test that. So we're going to have to wrap this up so I can go drink the rest of this and see what's going on. It is very good. I think I would also try this at room temperature. You know, it doesn't have to be that cold. It tastes really good cold, but I can see once it hits the masu, the flavor kind of comes out as it gets a little warmer. So it'd be really interesting to see where this goes as it develops. Smooth and light, easy as hell to drink. I'll give it a 4 or 5.
Yep.
So how'd you like your first sake show?
I loved it.
Kanpai. Remember, you got to look in the eye.
Kanpai.
Otherwise, you don't mean it.
Hi, kanpai.
Minasan, thank you for watching MeetoWorld Sake 101. Don't forget, you can pick this up at the Sake Shop Hawaii. If you're not in Hawaii, there's True Sake that I know of. In San Fran, there's a couple other places around the country. The sake boom is in full effect, and we're here to teach you what you need to know. If you have any questions, hit us up on Twitter. I'm at DOCROCK. What your name is?
Marie Mulan.
It's just Marie Mulan for you non-Japanese spellers. And then what about you?
At Kylie Poo, but don't ask me any questions about sake.
No,
I'll
just
drink some.
just call her and harass her about.
Vodka.
Yes. Now, when we do the vodka show, we'll be sitting on the outside, and Kyle will be telling us everything you need to know. I pretty much only drink kettle.
Well,
I don't know. I mean, Goose is overrated. Goose is junk, but kettle's good. That's a different show. Never mind. Anyway, on behalf of the MeetoWorld Sake 101 podcast, we'd like to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next week. Mata raishu.
じゃあねー。